a 10-day long festival celebrated to commemorate the memory of the great mighty king Mahabali. It's none other than Onam festival. Traditionally, the festival is celebrated for 10 long days starting from Attam and to the last day, Thiruvonam. The very first day, Attam, is celebrated by the people by making flower rangoli in front of their houses to welcome the great king Mahabali to everyone's home. In the first day, only one type of flower is used for the Pookalam. During the consecutive days, the number of flowers and its varieties increases, and by the 10th day, the Pookalam will be having 10 different varieties of flowers, which is a treat for our eye. The following day, they will be shopping, they will buy new clothes, new jewels and all other stuffs, and they will be exchanging of gifts, of course, which is an exciting segment. The family members gather together to plan perfectly to celebrate the big day. From the fifth day onwards, the cultural events begin. The city of Thrissur is known for that. It is very famous for its cultural events. There are many cultural events celebrated during these 10 days of Onam. The main important traditional cultural event is the boat race, which is the state icon of Kerala. The brilliance of the game is that the whole team has to be perfectly in sync so the boat can move forward, or else it could not. And Sadhya preparations will be going on. There will be 26 different varieties of food, so the preparations will be starting. The integral part of the Onam celebration is swing. Actually, it is tied to 3 branches in every house, so the children could also have fun. Tiger dance is also very famous. The image of tiger is drawn on the artist's body. They will be performing according to the rhythm of traditional musical instruments. There will be parades. The elephants will be decorated very beautifully. They will be walking along the streets and it will be very beautiful for sight. At the 8th day, people will make clay idols of the great king Mahabali and Vamana. They will keep the idol in the middle of the Pookalam. And by the way, on the 8th day, the Pookalam will be having 8 different varieties of flowers with 8 layers. On the eve day of Onam, people will be very enthusiastic and they will be very happy to welcome the big day, the end of the day, Thiruvonam. On the last day of Onam, that is Thiruvonam, people will immerse the clay idol in the water. They will dress up themselves in traditional costumes. Men will be wearing dhotis and women will be wearing saris. And the main exciting part of the festival, the 10 days long wait, is for Onam Sadhya. Of course, it is the feast day. There will be around 25 different varieties of food, including all the tastes except bitter taste. They will be served in a big plantain leaf, which will be a delicious treat for the stomach as well as for the eyes. What made the people to celebrate 10 long days festival? The main hero of the celebration is the great king Mahabali. What did he do so that the people could celebrate him for 10 days in a year? Going back to the history, actually the king Mahabali, he belongs to Asura tribe. Even though he belongs to Asura tribe, he is very loving, very kind, very generous, and he has a tender heart. During his reign, people enjoyed heaven on earth. They enjoyed luxury and very comfortable. There is no wealth discrimination between the people as the wealth were distributed among all the people. It was a golden era of those people. The reign of Mahabali threatened the Devas, of course. They had an argument with Lord Vishnu, so Lord Vishnu took the avatar of Vamana. He came to the king and he asked for an offer. The king, as he is very generous, he offered whatever the Lord God asked him for. And he well knew that God has come to ask his everything. Even though he knew that, he offered everything God asked for. Lord Vishnu in the avatar of Vamana asked for 3 feet of land. the king granted his wish. With the first feat, Lord Vishnu covered the entire ruling of the king. With the second feat, he covered the other half. And for the third feat, there is nothing left. So the king bowed down to God and offered himself to God. As soon as the Vamana avatar, who is Lord Vishnu, placed his feet on the top of the king, he was pushed to the netherworlds. The Lord Vishnu was amazed by the generous attitude of the king, so he offered him a last wish, that is, he could visit his people every year. That was the reason why Onam is being celebrated for 10 long days. This shows the greatness of the king, what made the people to spend the 10 days of old time for the king. So the God's own country, the tourist paradise, welcomed its great king every year by celebrating 10 days long festival. Of course, it's Onam festival. It is celebrated every year during the end of August and in the beginning of September. If you like my video, give me thumbs up, do subscribe and support.